reached out to me and they're saying, well, Floyd Mayweather now has joined Terence Crawford camp. Does that mean Floyd Mayweather doesn't like Jaron Boots Ennis? Floyd Mayweather went to Terence Crawford camp to give Terence Crawford advice on Canelo Alvarez.
Robert, Floyd Mayweather just visited Crawford in camp. Is he going to help him how to beat Canelo, any of that? Why not? He beat Canelo.
Bud usually don't smoke guys right off the rip anyway. He don't never do that. He lulls them in, he fills them out, and then he beats them to death.
Get ready for this. Canelo is surprised after hearing that Floyd Mayweather has shown up to help train Terence Crawford. Many people in the boxing world already know that Floyd went to visit Crawford camp, and some believe it is connected to Boots joining Canelo camp. Fans and analysts say that Mayweather being there could shift the balance toward Crawford and give him an advantage during his preparation. This unexpected moment has everyone in boxing talking, and they are all wondering what it could mean for the upcoming big fight.
When we saw that he's in camp with him, right? And so people are saying now that they reached out to me and they're saying, well, Floyd Mayweather now has joined Terence Crawford camp. Does that mean Floyd Mayweather doesn't like Jaron Boots Ennis? Floyd Mayweather went to Terence Crawford camp to give Terence Crawford advice on Canelo Alvarez. Well, one, Terence Crawford is not fighting Jaron Boots Ennis. That's number one. Number two, it's not shots at Jaron Boots Ennis if Floyd Mayweather was to go to Terence Crawford camp. Number three, I saw this clip that Fight Hype had put out, and it's an old clip of Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford at Shakur Stevenson's sparring session in Las Vegas. Shakur had called them all to be at that sparring session, okay? And Floyd Mayweather assisted. Now, Floyd Mayweather took on Canelo Alvarez September 14th of 2013. That was 12 years ago, okay? And so with that said, this one has nothing to do with the other. Floyd Mayweather, from what I'm being told from Terence Crawford's camp, that he has not went up to Colorado and helped Terence Crawford do anything, okay? Now, I don't know if he's willing to or not. I don't know if Terence Crawford reached out to him or not. I don't know if they spoke on the phone or not. But, you know, it's when you saw Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather at the top ranked gym watching Shakur Stevenson, and they had a conversation with Eddie Hearn. That's very, very old. Okay, that's very old. Now, Floyd Mayweather has stand pat on Terence Crawford is the best fighter in the world currently right now as it stands.
Tweet from Pound for Pound showed Floyd and Terence enjoying time together, and it revealed that Floyd Mayweather had visited Terence Crawford at his training camp. This quickly created a lot of buzz across the boxing world. Many people believe this moment could be a major turning point because Floyd's experience might offer Crawford helpful insight for a possible fight with Canelo. At the same time, some are questioning his reasons and wondering if the timing of his visit suggests hidden strategy. Because of this single moment, it has become the biggest topic in boxing right now. Trainer Robert Garcia addressed the situation in a calm and practical way, explaining that Crawford has already proven his ability through years of hard work and strict discipline. He said that while fans may get excited seeing Floyd Mayweather at camp, the real factor that will decide the winner is Crawford's own dedication. Crawford has spent many years sharpening his skills and building his strategy long before Floyd stepped in. Garcia also made it clear that one piece of advice cannot change the outcome of a fight of this size. Throughout Crawford's career, it has always been clear that his preparation and mindset matter the most. Garcia view also shows his belief that Crawford can handle difficult challenges without depending on validation from others.
Floyd Mayweather just visited Crawford in camp. Is he going to help him how to beat Canelo, any of that? Why not? He beat Canelo. Pita, what do you think about this? Mayweather visiting Crawford in camp. Does that help Crawford at all?
Crawford was going to win regardless.
No, motivation. Mayweather's very charismatic. No, it doesn't make it.
That's it. Yeah.
Maybe they saw Boots sparring Canelo and they had to respond to that. You don't think so? But that's a big advantage for Canelo to have Boots spar him.
Yeah,
Boots is just like Crawford.
Boots is very good and very. That's very.
I think Boots.
Partner.
You don't think Boots is like Crawford?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, so does that help Canelo, like having good sparring?
No, that's really good.
Boots is 34-0 with 30 knockouts. Huh?
What if Boots won in the Probably.
That's what people are saying on the internet.
Over the past few years, fans and critics have compared Crawford to Mayweather more often because both fighters show great skill, patience and calm control inside the ring. Floyd is seen as someone who can give useful real fight advice, especially since he once faced Canelo many years ago. Even so, this knowledge may only add to what Crawford already understands. Floyd has first-hand experience with Canelo timing and ring approach, but Crawford is not, depending only on that information being viewed as The next fighter in Mayweather path brings pressure and high expectations, and Crawford appears ready to carry that responsibility. Excitement continues to grow as people wonder if Floyd ideas could influence the result, yet the reality is that Crawford already has a strong foundation built from years of preparation.
After Terence Crawford's dominant victory in the mega fight of this era, which is Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford, everybody started talking and asking, is Terence Crawford one of the greatest ever? Could he end up retiring undefeated, passing Floyd's record, and being one of the greatest fighters ever? And that performance definitely put him on the right foot toward that direction. But I wanted to look at Floyd Mayweather, who is possibly the greatest fighter ever and was the greatest fighter hands down of the era right before him. I want to compare Floyd versus Terence Bud Crawford. They both fought it at 147. This, in real life, if the eras aligned, could have been a matchup that could have realistically happened. And who would have won? Now, I don't like making these predictions until a fighter's career is fully over because we don't know which direction Crawford's career can go. Looks like it's going to just keep going up, but you never know. So I like waiting until fighters retired. But I want to compare the two fighters here. Look at sparring. Now, guys, I use sparring clips because I cannot use fights.
Stanton often speaks about Crawford's great physical ability, which continues to impress everyone who watches him train or fight. At 38, many boxers begin to slow down and show clear signs that their best years are behind them. Crawford, however, still moves with strong speed and solid power. Stanton explains that the champion still carries the same hunger and excitement that you normally see in a much younger fighter. During sparring, his fast reactions and sharp, accurate punches make him appear far younger than his real age. Fighters who share the ring with Crawford say they feel motivated and more confident just from seeing the way he moves and strikes. Stanton believes the most impressive part about Crawford is not only his skill but also the way his style keeps growing and changing instead of staying the same. Because of this, he believes Canelo may struggle to keep up with Crawford's pace and energy in the ring.
And most recently just got back from Colorado Springs, Colorado, in training camp with Terence Crawford. And mainly that's why we're here. So if you can, what a lot of people are going to want to know is, how was the experience getting in the ring with Terence and, without giving away situations and game plans and stuff like that. What could you tell us from your experience in that camp?
He don't look like a 38-year-old in the ring. I could say that. The experience, I sparred him a few times. He's good experience, and he's just different, man. His heart different. I really think he's gonna pull this off.
So I would say, how long you been coming here?
2 years.
2 years. So I would say about a year and a half ago, he first sparred Lester Martinez, who's on the undercard of Crawford, Canelo. And Bomac said to me, he said, regarding Al, he said, hey, man, if Bud ever fights Canelo, because that's always for the past couple of years, I know it's been in talks, he said he would be perfect sparring for Canelo, but I fought him. So, went out there, got that experience. But what does that experience do for you? Do you go in there, obviously, you're in there with the best fighter, arguably the best fighter in the world right now.
Yeah. And,
does that elevate your game to take it to the next step?
Yep. Next level shit. You turn me up, man. Being with Mo and all them, they made me a better fighter. I up my game.
Is there any concerns, like you would say, with Bud, that going into this fight that some stuff you could say you would hope he stays away from, or?
Nope. He put on the size. He's pretty big, and he's been sparring heavier guys.
And you feel his power. The guy's a natural. Started his career as lightweight, so you feel the power.
Well, obviously, you've never been in there with anyone as good as him, because there might not be anyone as good as him. So what really I don't want to say surprised you, but what did you really take note of that, holy shit, this guy is, really good at this?
Crawford shows the level of focus and hard work that separates true champions from the rest. Training means a lot to him, and he always pushes himself to the edge to stay at his best. His routine includes strong cardio work to keep his stamina high for every round and tough sparring sessions that feel like real fights. Anyone watching can see how serious he is about his preparation and how carefully he plans each step of camp. Fighters understand that natural talent alone is not enough when moving to a higher weight class, because the body must be in perfect shape. Every day in camp, even the hottest and most tiring ones, brings him closer to his goal of winning. His team also plays a big role as they work together to fix every weakness and sharpen every strength. This level of preparation proves that Crawford remains a real danger even when facing opponents who are bigger and physically stronger.
There you go. Hector. There you go, Bernie. There you go, Bernie. Drop it with that, man. Kidney shot, Bernie. There you go. There you go.
He gonna take it though.
There you go. Kidney shot, Bernie.
He gonna never
Kidney shot, Bernie. Kidney shot, Bernie. Turn him up, Bernie. Turn him up, Bernie. Turn him up, Bernie. Turn him up. Turn him up. Turn him up, Bernie. He ready to fall, Bernie. Turn him up. Turn him up. Turn him up. Eso, Bernie. You back. You back, Bernie. You back. Good body shot. Good body shot. Beautiful body shot. Beautiful body shot. Beautiful body shots, Bernie. Nice body shot. Turn him up. Turn him up, Bernie. Turn him up. Turn him up. Turn him up. Turn him up, Bernie. Turn him up. If he dies, he dies. If he dies, he dies.
When talking about Crawford's training Bernie, the boxer shares strong views and says every session shows clear progress. He explains that Crawford continues to prove he is among the best when it comes to staying ready and preparing the right way. The effort seen in the gym is clear because Crawford appears stronger and more focused with each passing day. Bernie also admits that Canelo gains an advantage by working with a talented fighter like Duran in his corner. This proves that both fighters are putting in serious work as they prepare for the big match. Even so, Bernie believes Crawford stands out because he remains sharp-focused and determined throughout camp. The changes seen during training suggest that he is fully locked in and mentally prepared to deliver his best performance on fight night.
It was good work. Crawford got off the plane, had the 8, and they fought. And he sparred Richard Hitchison first. So he went with Richard Hitchison and Brian Norman, all in the same session. Just got off the plane, didn't eat, and they had a good sparring session. That's it. He didn't get smoked. Bud usually don't smoke guys right off the rip anyway. He don't never do that. He lulls them in, he fills them out, and then he beats them to death. When we asked Brian Norman to come to training camp because he had good work, they turned us down.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brian Norman. I'm just telling the truth. That's it. So you might have a good session with Crawford. What great champion didn't have good sessions with? Some people had good sessions with the champion. That's not nothing out of the ordinary. I watched this documentary. He said this guy came out of nowhere. He gave Dempsey a bad time. He said, I can do that, but only for about a round. I go out around the town, bang up a couple guys, and me and Dempsey can go at it, build up a reputation, and then we'll go at it. So, like I say, Brian Norman, at least he didn't stay in the sparring session. He moved up here, world champion now, and he getting his just due. He worked hard, and he wasn't scared. He didn't back down. Like I say, he gave a good account of himself in every sparring session with the guys that he sparred with, Tank and most notably Crawford.
Does this build a different type of fuel? Just knowing that, hearing everybody saying that, hey, Canelo is really taking this training camp real seriously due to him bringing some of these sparring partners in. Tell me, do you feel like that fuels the team Crawford?
When they signed it, that was the fuel.
It is fair to believe that Crawford does not face much risk in this fight. As Joel Dios explains, he would be stepping in to challenge a fighter in a higher weight class than his own. If he manages to win, it would be remembered as a historic moment in boxing. Dios also says that if Crawford loses, he can simply return to his natural division without harming his reputation. He does not view this match as a dangerous move for Crawford's career, but more like a smart business decision. No matter how the fight ends, Crawford will still be respected as one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the sport. Looking at it this way removes a lot of pressure from him and highlights how much is expected from Canelo. Dios believes Canelo must protect his name at super middleweight while Crawford can step into the ring feeling free of that pressure. In boxing,
Terence Crawford wins. But he wins money. Because now, hey, you know what? As my friend that you are, I make you an offer. Would you fight Canelo? I'll give you 40 million. I don't know if it's 40, I don't know if it's 50, 60, but he's not gonna make no less than $10 million. So right there, Crawford's winning, regardless. As a fighter, like, dude, you give me 20 million, I'll fight anybody. I'll fight Anthony Joshua right now. Yeah. So Terence Crawford has to sell the fight. he has to say, I'll beat Canelo, left and right, whatever, right? But we've seen it we've seen it many, many times. When fighters move up 2 divisions to beat a champion, they fail.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw it with Mikey Garcia when he fought Earl Spence. I saw it when Demetrius Andrade, a 147-pounder, was avoided for years. He moved to 54, he was avoided. He moved to 160, he fought maybe once or twice. Nobody wanted to fight him, so he moves to 68 and fights Benavidez. What happens? He looked good for the first 3 rounds because he's good. But once that heavy monster is coming at you, he'll destroy you. Yeah. Terence Crawford, don't get me wrong. He's been my #1 pound for pound for years. But he just moved up from 47 to 54. Yeah. Now, he's going to go from 54 to 60 to 68. I mean, to fight the moneymaker. We call him the moneymaker because Canelo Alvarez is the fighter of the era. I mean, he's like going back a few years ago, Manny Pacquiao.
Gabriel Rosado breaks down the fight with a clear, technical view. He explains to fans that Crawford struggled against Madrimov when he first moved up to 154 pounds, and going up to 168 pounds will be even tougher. Rosado points out that Canelo's recent struggles weren't about losing skill but using the wrong approach in a particular fight. This reminds fans that Canelo is still a strong, dangerous fighter with plenty of power. As Crawford climbs weight classes, he's facing new challenges where size and strength matter more. Rosado's analysis highlights the real risks, showing that the fight isn't automatically in Crawford's favor.
I just think that, I think the skull fight was just a bad style. And I think Canelo was like, why force the issue? You know what I mean? I'm up. This guy's running. I'm not gonna take a chance. So I think that it was that kind of fight for Canelo. But Madrimov did give Crawford problems. You know what I'm saying? And where I felt like, damn, at 54, he gave you problems. 68 is different. You know what I'm saying? So you going up 3 weight classes because he was 47, 54, 60, 68. That's 3 weight classes. It's a major difference, man. And one thing is like, right, so people are saying Canelo has problems with movers. But the reality is Crawford's not a mover. Crawford's not a fighter that fights on his feet in the sense of boxing, kind of like, let's say, how a Pernell Whitaker would box or how Landy Lara would box.
Chris Algieri favors Canelo because of his physical advantages. He explains that Canelo is naturally bigger and experienced at fighting in the super middleweight division. Canelo traps opponents by controlling the ring, forcing them into difficult situations. Algieri notes that Canelo's size and constant pressure have worn down many top fighters before. While he admits Crawford is an outstanding boxer, he warns that Canelo's strength and presence could be overwhelming. His prediction leans toward a Canelo win because of these factors. In the end, Algieri's view shows that some experts give Canelo the edge over Crawford due to size and pressure, even though
a lot of confounding factors.
So you feel Canelo is going to win the fight?
I leaned Canelo, yeah.
Yeah.
I always have. I've always leaned Canelo. Just it's the good big man versus the good small man.
Recently, though, we've seen the good small man beat the good big man because of the speed.
Yes. Yeah. But Canelo's not slow. It's not like Canelo is actually a smaller man who's come up to fight a lot of bigger men. Because his hand speed, the guys can't deal with him. So his ability to cut off the ring, the fact that he imposes his will, he puts a lot of mental pressure on his opponents without even doing a whole lot. He doesn't throw a ton of punches. He throws less now than ever, but he's there. He's got this frame and his physique, and I outsmart Canelo. The guy's a tank. Like he's very physical in the ring without doing a whole lot, just because of his presence.
Today's video is all about snow.